Cause of death is blood loss. Time of death is unknown.
Hold on. Have you started recording?
Yes.
All right. Do you want to do an intro?
Yeah, let's... I am so disorganized, man. I just want to get straight into it.
You're getting too hyped up.
Yeah, I know. That's dangerous for a guy like me. Hello, Noah here, and welcome back to Project Eden's Garden. I almost said Danganronpa there for a second. Last time we left off, we were in the prologue, and we've come across a dead body. A body has been discovered, and it's quite strange for a body to be in a prologue, but I don't know. I'm intrigued. I want to see where this goes. There's a lot.
That's not entirely true. The body is a dummy.
Yeah, that's true. That you are right, but it is still. Well, it isn't a body, but metaphorically, it's a body. There's a lot going on here. Chemical burns, in addition to 28 stab wounds. 28 stab wounds. Jesus. I don't want to believe anything the speaker guy says, but if this murder really is based on true events... Damn. Killer is totally sick in the head. Holy shit, dude, the guitar. My lord.
Par for the course for a killing game investigation.
Yeah. And regarding the theory that I wanted to confirm last time... well, I think I mentioned it in the chat. I don't think I mentioned it last time, but I want to double check the number of paintings that are here.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4. Hi. 5, 6, 7. 8, 9. Okay, so there's 9. And then there are 4 in the dining hall, which
yeah.
I can actually go check that right now. Hello. Seems the runaways have taken shelter here. Oh, hey, new guy.
Seriously?
Stop calling me that. Come on, man. Sheesh, he looks pathetic. I doubt these people have anything useful to say. I should just get out of here. Damn, that's mean, but kind of true. 10, 11, 12, 13. And I'm gonna say that there were 4 in the tree room, which means there are 17 paintings, there are 16 students here, and one of them is a body. Well, a dummy, but the numbers add up. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
That Joan guy, you agree he's weird, right? Dude says he's a great captain, but I think working with him would scare me shitless. Maybe it's because I'm not a pirate, I don't know.
Right.
He's weird, but a friendly leader isn't necessarily a good leader.
Man.
I'd take a dumb softie over that guy any day. Cool. I didn't ask.
John's fine.
I love him. I hope he doesn't die.
Well, hope floats.
Yeah.
The speaker man expects us to solve a murder case? Why? We are students, not detectives. Why did we have to see a body?
You're gonna have to get used to this real quick, Toshiko, or you're gonna be one of the first victims.
Exactly.
Why did... You know, honestly, she kind of... I did say that she might be the mastermind, but I don't know. She gives me Case 2 victim vibes.
Yeah. You know, what we could do, perhaps, is... As we go recording by recording, maybe we could make...
Change up our predictions?
Change up our predictions, or even better, put in your YouTube community posts power rankings. Like, we can see, each of us can say, oh, it's looking much better for this character and not so good for this character this week.
That sounds like a pretty good idea. I like that idea.
Nice.
Don't forget, it's only a dummy.
Be quiet.
Well, I don't recall signing up for some kind of Halloween attraction.
That's why you read the fine print.
I never have and never will enjoy haunted houses. But what just happened accentuates my beliefs.
The kid's having difficulty keeping her cool. No surprise there. She probably couldn't do much in an investigation anyway. May as well give her some space. You are suspicious as hell.
And then this woman is my pick for the mastermind.
Oh wait, that's me. How's the investigation going?
Yeah.
Alright, I guess.
I see.
I wish I could help. I really, really want to. Okay, when you say things like that, that really makes you suspicious. Like, come on. It's just that Toshiko, well, I'm not supposed to say anything, but she was really, you know.
Oh.
Anyway, have we figured out what happened to Kara?
Seriously?
You don't have to call the dummy by its name.
Oh.
Huh? Why?
It's simple.
Because it's a dummy.
Hey.
Bruh.
But this crime scene is based on an actual murder, isn't it? If we're respectful to the dummy, we're also being respectful to the real victim.
Come again?
So you believe the tablet? Wasn't it you who said we shouldn't trust the speaker guy? I think it's harder to lie with such a realistic-looking dummy. You can't make something like that without referencing a real person. Even if that's true, who cares? Our priority is the murder, not the identity of the dummy. Damon.
There's a reason we don't play as the Tagami in these Danganronpa games.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm personally into it. I'm interested to see how he gets humbled.
Oh, that will be great to watch.
Hey. Oi! This stupid murder mystery theater thing is just a waste of time. This school is stupid. The train that took us here is stupid. Everyone here is even more stupid.
Son of a bitch!
Yo, get me out of here! Doesn't sound like she wants to investigate. Probably for the best.
Oh.
You're losing your cool.
Her cool. She never had any cool to begin with, bruh.
Yep, you're right. You're right.
The first time we ever saw her, she punched us.
Yeah. So I could investigate that, but I'll talk with you people first.
So this is based on a real case? I barely know the girl, and yet I feel horrible. I've had my fair share of grievances, but nothing like what she would have endured. I'd do anything to get back to my ship, even if I had to live through a never-ending storm.
Sean seems to be miss being out on the sea. I guess I can't blame him. I want to be anywhere but here right now. Scooby-Doo!
Oh boy. You catch the look on Kai's face before he ran away? Dude was about to puke!
Yeah.
Yes, the whole thing got the better of him.
For real? Yeah, it's a really gruesome sight. I swear on my dragster that I've never seen anything like it. You get me? I mean, I don't make a habit of running into dead bodies, but still, you know?
I know.
At the end of the day, it's just some puppet. Can't be any worse than the Halloween decoration.
Where have you been trick-or-treating, Wolf Creek Crater? A discovery like this would traumatize anyone! Well, almost anyone. I'm fairly thick-skinned.
He's clearly not in the right headspace for an investigation. I should just ignore him.
I just want to go home.
I can't believe this is happening. It's just a dummy. It'll all be fine.
She's clearly having a moment, not something I want to deal with right now. Oh well.
Man, everyone's proving useless.
Hey, Historian, you got anything you want to say? You Ulysses.
Ulysses.
Ulysses was scribbling something down in his notebook. I almost said useless for a second.
I must take note of this.
Oh man. Curious. Corporate television can barely create convincing corpses, so how does one wind up here?
Huh?
What does that mean? He finished what he was writing and lowered the book from his face.
According to my notes,
You see, convincingly realistic mannequins like this one are real, but rare. It's cheaper, albeit clunkier, to recreate a body using special effects, but that's obviously not the case here. Somehow, we have a mannequin indistinguishable from a real human.
Our captors must not be tight on money.
yes.
It could produce an amazing TV show, certainly. Indeed.
What are you doing over here?
Hi.
And dots as usual.
Hey, are you investigating?
Of course not.
I'll take that as a no.
Everyone's useless.
Well, that's kind of how it always goes, isn't it?
Damn it.
Laundry room?
Come on, y'all. This isn't even the real thing yet. You gotta ease into it, y'all.
A laundromat? What's a laundromat doing here? Apart from how weathered it was, it didn't match the hallway at all. Could we be inside some kind of hotel? Maybe it fell to ruin because it didn't know how to spend its budget. Just the laundry machines? Okay. Alright. Though the room itself looked shabby and old, these machines were quite modern. It's like the room I woke up in having that generator. Why are bits of modern technology scattered throughout an otherwise abandoned building?
Why indeed? Yeah, the dog face. Huh.
Before I investigate that body, there's something I want to revisit.
Sure thing.
What am I doing? I'm supposed to be investigating the crime scene. Okay, I guess
Damn
not.
it.
I wanted to
Aw.
revisit that one painting with the penguin. The penguin that had blood coming out of its mouth. Because I have a sneaking suspicion that's gotta be important. That's gotta signify something. Our captors gave us a lot of information about this victim. To their credit, what's written on the tablet seems accurate, but I should inspect the body just in case. Damn it. It's just a doll, Damon. Stop hesitating. This is horrific. The doll was
Indeed.
slumped against the door, her torso soaked in blood. Parts of her should have been ripped open, exposing bits of bloody, indiscernible pulp. Ugh.
Yeah.
I quickly took a step back, trying to control my breathing to avoid throwing up. It's just a doll. There's no reason to be afraid of a doll. A bloody knife lay next to the victim. It's safe to say this must be the murder weapon. Truth bullet. The initial sight of the doll shocked me so much I completely overlooked this rifle. Inspecting it now, I realized something. If the victim was stabbed, why was the rifle near her body? She was holding it.
Huh? That rifle. Could you step back a bit? I'm curious about something.
No.
What? No, Before I could finish my sentence, John walked over to where I was and picked up the gun.
Hey.
Hey, you're messing with the crime scene. Ignoring me, he released the magazine of the gun with surprising ease.
Huh?
Huh? From the top of the magazine protruded a loaded bullet.
I see. Oh, that's interesting. This rifle hasn't even been used. Definitely a dangerous thing to have around. I'll put it down and guard it so nobody gets any smart ideas.
Better than him holding it. Damn, a loaded gun. What was going on in the killer's head? Why bring a gun to the crime scene and not even use it? Because the killer wasn't using it. Unless that gun was purely for intimidation. It's not very logical, but it'd be a twisted game to play with the victim. I just looked at the assault rifle. Okay. Her hands were surprisingly clean, all things considered. There were no other marks and injuries apart from her nails. It looked like there was dried blood beneath them. Why was there blood under her nails but not on the rest of her hand? Under her nails. Ah. The girl has been stabbed repeatedly. I don't need the tablet to know that. However, her cause of death, you'd think it was a stab to the heart or something, but the tablet claimed blood loss. Taking a closer look, the wounds, they didn't seem excessively deep. At least not deep enough to pierce her heart. If she died from blood loss, what does that say about the killer? They probably could have killed her quickly if they wanted. Did they want her to suffer a slow death? Ugh. Damn. This is messed up. That seemed to be all the evidence. Nothing else was catching my eye. I should check the inside of the closet now. Okay,
Are the other students in there?
maybe? How do I get in there?
Ah, okay.
Yep.
There we go.
Like the rest of the building, the inside of the closet was old and dilapidated. It was the last place I'd want to dig through, but I had to gather as much evidence as possible. Otherwise, I won't be able to present a strong argument.
There might be more clues around here. I'm gonna check this entire closet for evidence.
No thanks. A person like her is probably unlikely to cause a murder, not solve one. Alright, have fun with that. I need to inspect the area around me before I think about moving on to the back of the room. Okay, fine. Is that a ladder or a step ladder?
Really, they're not gonna let us examine it.
Yeah. Oh. Hey, check out what's behind this door. Saying that, she stepped away from the corner.
Right.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's a ladder. Doesn't seem like there's anything strange about it. Why was this brought to my attention again?
Dude, not cool.
I'm disappointed in you. Huh?
So hackney.
You call that thing a ladder? It's so obviously a step ladder.
Seriously.
Aren't they practically the same thing?
Pardon me.
I have to agree with Miss Amber. Everyone knows an ace investigator must record his evidence as accurately as possible.
They know what they're doing.
That's certainly what the victim would want. Blah. A guy that doesn't get my references is no fun to be around. Hey! I'm gonna check out on the peeps outside. Smell you later, lawyer man. Wow. She's already out of here. Did she even investigate anything besides that stupid ladder? Wonderful.
This game gets our generation.
There's a clock above the door. Doesn't seem like it works.
It's for the best.
We must make every effort to examine the crime scene as thoroughly as possible. Not for the sake of entertaining the people who kidnapped us, but for the sake of the victim. After all, this was based on a real murder, was it not? That was what the tablet said, though I'm still skeptical about the validity of that statement.
I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious nook and cranny.
Yes. The shelf was packed with an assortment of towels. I briskly inspected them, lifting each towel to check for anything underneath. Many had gathered dust, but that was it. Nothing looked suspicious about them.
Alright.
I need to inspect the area around me, but I have. Oh, the bucket. It's a bucket. Pretty typical thing to find inside a janitor's closet. But why is it randomly lying here? There's nothing inside it except... What is this smell? It smelled like bleach? Chemicals? Looks Looks like that's everything around here. I should check out the other end of the room.
How nice of the game to let you know when you're
That's very
when you're
nice.
finished.
Oh, hey.
I was figuring like the only other place these three could be. That security camera.
Jesus.
It's brand new. Sorry,
Jesus.
man. That's all I can think to do for her.
I really like it, but it jump scared me a little bit.
I'm sorry.
Now that she's mentioned it, it does look out of place. You think it would have gathered dust like the other items in here? Did it get recently cleaned or something?
My company's headquarters have similar ones installed, except these cameras are even more high-tech.
Sheesh.
Typical school, spending more on security than educating their students.
That's assuming this is even the Academy's doing.
Golly.
Golly, these shelves are real intriguing. Take a look. Some of the cleaning brands go as far back as the 80s and 90s.
Huh?
You recognize them?
'Cause I use them.
Why would you do that?
How should I put it?
Old chemicals do the job better, since there were fewer regulations about what's poisonous and all that. Just don't ask where I got them. Don't want to alert the fuss.
I really like you. I don't want you to die.
Me neither.
I sure they don't care about our black market cleaning supplies. Damn it, I like every character. That's the problem.
Gotta stay one step.
I like it. I like every character, although, well, Damon's a dick, and Mark and Ulysses are just there.
Yeah.
I checked all the containers on this shelf.
But you know, 13 out of 16 being very likable, that's a pretty good record.
Indeed.
And I'm sure Damon's gonna get some character development after this. So
He'd better.
I checked all the. Oh wait, no, that's you already said
That's
that.
me. I read
Yep,
the line.
Uh-huh.
They're all full, with the exception of one. Bottle of bleach.
Huh?
Aha.
Bleach. Oh, there was a bucket
Sure.
in this closet that reeked of
Makes
it.
sense.
That's probably not a coincidence, given this thing is supposed to emulate a real crime scene. It's crazy how much effort has been put into this.
If they've got the money to burn. I can't think too much about what kind of situation we're in, or I'll never be able to handle it. Is there nothing else? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Wait. Well, it told me I have something else to investigate.
Surely there's got to be objects to examine, like that like that janitor's cart.
I have no idea what I just clicked.
Nice. You clicked on Kay Faraday's Little Thief.
Oh, nice! I pressed F and something happened. It's another surveillance camera. Is the guy on the speaker watching us through this? Just the thought made my stomach turn. Oh, that's it. We're done.
Okay.
All right.
All right, everyone. That's time. Look at you all. You investigated the crime scene so well. It's enough to bring a tear to my eye. Jokes aside, please meet by the elevator for the class trial. You should find it somewhere around the Tree of Ignorance.
Probably the entrance into the tree.
Also, get it? Tree of Ignorance, Tree of Knowledge, Eden's Garden. Ha 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 ha!
Hmm.
Anyway, Don't make me wait too long. I might start getting zap happy. See you soon.
Class trial? What the hell does that mean? Sounds like that's the end of our investigation.
Let's see.
If we're done with this closet, we should go outside and talk to the others.
Okay, that was quick.
Yeah?
Come off the
Which is
grass.
good. It's the prologue, after all.
Yep. Oi, what the hell is a cross trial? Your guess is as good as mine.
Duh.
Obviously, we're gonna court. We're going to court.
What? What, bro?
Reed!
What?
He's gonna put us on trial?
Listen to me.
Maybe that's where we'll talk about the clues we found.
Just saying.
It makes sense for our current situation. Investigation, clues, files. What else could that stuff be for?
Well put.
Good point. It does seem oddly similar to court procedures. Obviously, we're missing key suspects and witnesses, but they don't seem to be relevant to this case anyway.
Wait a minute.
He mentioned that this elevator was near the Tree of Ignorance, right? He must be referring to the room with the tree. No shit! What a good deduction!
Focus.
Probably, yeah. It's the only thing I can think of. However, I don't recall seeing an elevator anywhere. It's probably in the tree.
Just follow me.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get our butts over there! She keeps treating this like a dumb game. If we're really going on trial, that's gonna be a nuisance to deal with.
Okay.
We might as well follow her.
One by one, everyone left. I guess I have no choice but to go as well. Toshiko?
The only one outside, huh?
How do you remain so stoic at a time like this? Aren't you worried at all?
It's simple.
No, not really. It's not like we're investigating some high-stakes murder. It's just a dummy. That's it.
Yes, quite. I completely concur.
She's obviously faking it. Without even looking at her face, I can tell she's sweating bullets. Well, can you blame her?
Even if no lives are on the line, this is still not.
It's grim.
There's still a feeling of hostility. Yeah.
When I arrived at the tree, I saw that people were already bickering.
Check it out.
A big tree? Eden's Garden Academy? Overused religious symbolism is tight.
Oh, good. They pointed out. I really hope we get let out after this.
I wouldn't get your hopes up.
Oi, you.
Can you confirm, Lawyer Chick? Why are you asking her?
Come off the grass.
Come off the grass. She's clearly faking a talent.
Am I hearing you right?
And that makes her one of the bad guys? Who would want to fake their identity besides someone with a secret to hide? I bet she's the one who brought that gas bomb onto the train.
Really?
And she didn't think to bring a mask to avoid passing out or whatever?
If no one else is gonna say it.
If all you needed was a mask to protect you, then...
Hey, don't look at me! I literally passed out!
They're talking to me. They're talking to me. I mentioned this last time.
This helmet's got plenty of holes in it. I'd suffocate otherwise.
I've got something to
Makes
say.
sense.
No, the liar chick's totally sus. Just look at how calm she's been acting. She somehow knew that dead body was a dummy. Then she poked it in the face? That's not normal.
I told you it was my intuition.
Ugh.
Intuition my ass.
Hold your horses. It's not unbelievable. My gut told me we should inspect the doll. Now look at us. We're on a mission to solve a murder.
Any clue?
Where's this elevator supposed to be again?
That's right. There's meant to be an elevator around here. Oh, but all I see is the Tree of Ignorance. Maybe we're missing something here. Or maybe we're being played for fools. What the hell is that statue? Yeah, hello?
Was it there before?
I don't remember.
Neither do I.
At the base of the tree was a marble bust depicting a figure in a creepy mask. There were cracks all over the mask, and one of the eyes was even missing. How old must this thing be?
What you doing?
You noticed that statue too, don't you?
Huh?
Huh? Oh yeah.
You alright?
What's up with the statue?
There's definitely something whack about it. I just can't put my finger on what.
Look,
The mask is broken. There's a piece missing.
but
Is that weird? That statue's probably like super old. It makes sense to be cracking and stuff.
I'm talking.
No, this definitely seems intentional.
Way.
Like, it's crappy on purpose? Even so, it's not relevant to the elevator, is it? Well, you know.
What about?
Maybe if you find the piece and place it back on the statue, something will happen. Like a puzzle-solving game.
That sounds kind of far-fetched, but it wouldn't hurt to try.
Far-fetched!
Sounds easy.
You saying we gotta look around for the other part of the mask? Hold on to your butt, Shaggy, cause I got the eyes of a predator.
Oh no.
Whatever.
This isn't a comfort. Never mind. With that, everyone started to search the tree again. Some people inspected the tree itself while others scoured around it. After what seemed like only a few minutes, Grace stood up frantically with something in her hand.
Oi!
Oi, everyone! I found it! We gathered around Grace to see what she was holding.
Nice.
Nice. That must be it.
That is a hyper-realistic eye.
Mm-hmm. And Wolfgang has a pin of an eye on his suit.
That's true. I didn't know. I didn't make that connection.
Who knows if there's a connection even?
Yeah.
What should we do with it? Do we just stick it back in the mask?
Leave it to me. Probably, yeah. I'll take care of it.
Soybean!
Back off, Hercules. You ain't the one who found it. Grace brought the piece over to the statue and slid it right into the mask. What a lovely human being.
Indeed.
And then nothing happened.
Fail.
Oh, well, that was anticlimactic.
Nope. Suddenly, the ground we were standing on began to shake.
Golly!
Golly!
That voice line is just so good. Oh shit!
Oh, this guy's got peacock feathers.
Are we about to die? You know what? Kai might be my favorite character. Holy shit.
I'm glad I let you have him. No need for me to voice that.
Yo!
Yo, I was right.
Whoa.
That actually worked.
A fucking secret passageway in a tree. I never thought I'd see that. The explicitive.
The Tree of Knowledge, a symbol of sentience, intuition, and understanding, exists here only as a barren replica. The Tree of Ignorance emulates the wonder of nature, but does not achieve it. And justly so, for ignorance often aspires to be seen as wisdom.
Game over, man! Game over!
Oh god, now he's spitting random philosophy. We're so fucked! Will this take us to the elevator?
What about...
There's stairs at the foot of the opening.
Yep.
What are we waiting for? Let's explore.
If I may ask.
Well, why the sudden rush?
Duh.
I want to get home, duh.
Elementary, my dear.
Okay. If we get
This
this over
voice
with,
actress is off the charts.
if we get this over with, we'll get out quicker. It's simple math.
Sure.
Fair enough. So we just walk in, do we?
One by one, we approach the opening of the tree.
Now that we're getting into the class trial, we're gonna see these actors really flex what they can do.
Yeah, and descending into the darkness. I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. This is an
Oh
elevator.
wow, and there's greenery growing around the bars.
Bro, the artists need to be paid like $3 billion.
Indeed.
I see. The elevator's underneath the tree.
Okay, I gotta take a note of who's at the front of the elevator. Let's see. We have Ulysses, we have Grace, we have Cassidy, we have Damon, and we have Eva. So, if you remember in Danganronpa 2, the characters towards the front of the elevator were the ones to live all the way until the 5th trial.
Were they?
Yeah, if you go back and look here, I can look up an image of here, Danganronpa 2 elevator, and you will see that the people at the front of the elevator were Akane, Sonia, Kazuichi, Hajime, Fuyuhiko, and Chiaki.
Send that in Discord.
There
Okay,
you go.
did. Okay, you did. Well, let me see. Well, Chiaki died in chapter 5, but
The point is, the folks at the front of the elevator lasted the longest.
well, Winona is close to the front, so at least that's some consolation, right?
We'll see if it means anything.
Yeah. They could just throw that out the window and do whatever.
Indeed. Reckless investments, I'm telling you.
With a rumble, the elevator began its descent. We stood in silence, 16 worried strangers plummeting into the unknown. That's what we were, after all. Random people thrown into this horrible place. And for what? Some twisted man's game? A fake crime scene, an investigation, a creepy statue, an elevator and a tree? None of this was the work of your average kidnapper. This was something much bigger, and in no way could it be connected to Eden's Garden Academy. The elevator began to slow, snapping me out of my thoughts. I stood up tall, and when movement stopped completely, the doors opened. Alright, what the hell are we gonna see on the other side of this? Ooh, very nice.
Fancy.
Very nice. In front of us was a large circular hall supported by marble pillars. In the center of the room, 16 podiums had been arranged into a circle. Were those for us?
Welcome, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed the elevator ride, even if it was a bit quick. As you can see, this is the trial room. Each podium has a name on it. Find your designated podium and stand there until I give out further instructions.
However,
And if we don't comply,
Zap zap!
then I'll zap you, of course.
back off.
Not this zapping shit again! Just face it, Miss Madison, we have to go along with his demands.
Looks like there's a few smart ones in the pack, eh? Well, come along now. We don't have all day.
There was no avoiding it. We had to assume our places. Scanning the faces around me, everyone wore similar expressions. Discomfort, anger, worry. It didn't end. We've been kidnapped and forced to play as some pawns in some inane game. No free will, no choice in our actions. All we could do now was move forward. We had to hope for an escape. A way to run from this twisted place. We had to solve this murder case.
This life or death class trial.
If you will.
Well, I feel like going through the class trial. Are you up for it?
Yep.
All right.
I've saved. How do I continue? Just enter. Nope. I don't know how to continue.
I guess maybe escape.
Yep, there we go. Okay. Alright. Let's see what we have. Oh, settings. I would like to turn down the music just a little bit. And
Understandable.
also turn that up to, like, the max.
Great idea.
Alright. Oh, we're starting it off easy. We don't got a lot.
Good.
I mean, it's the prologue. I wouldn't expect it to be crazy. Now, would you like to change the difficulty, or are you good with normal?
I'm fine.
Alright. Nice! Love that.
Chilling.
Let's begin with a brief explanation of the class trial. The objective here is simple. Explain how the murder took place. Using evidence you've gathered during the investigation, you will argue what you believe happened to the victim. Should you all agree on the right answer, you will be free to leave this place. Should you all agree on the wrong answer, well, you'll find out.
This
Oh,
voice
shit, are we
actor.
Am I doing a good job of matching him?
Yes.
Yeah, he's he's chilling and sultry at the same time. So
Yeah.
obviously he's not going to let us leave the academy. So are we going to come to the wrong answer here? And is that going to like break our spirits as he then says, "Okay, now you're in the killing game."
We'll just have to see, I guess.
That's all there is to it. Have fun, everybody.
Ugh.
Somebody, get me out of here.
If this is something we must discuss, I know a good place to start.
Get me out of here, 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 get me out of here! Ah! Somebody get me out of here!
Nice.
Yep.
Oh my god, the art. Well, she's done.
What happened to her? Oh shit! They fried her brain!
Calm down. It's only a shock. She won't suffer any permanent side effects. If I wanted to see the brain dead bicker, I'd just turn on the telly. On
Wow.
that note, please, carry on.
Holy shit, the people running this thing aren't playing around.
As you were saying, Wolfgang?
Right. The way I see it, the objective of this
By the way, can I get like a seat with this thing?
Oh my god. Shut the fuck up. Get out of here, man.
I'm just gonna be an onlooker. It's only fair.
You're seriously
I gotta strut my peacock feathers.
What am I even supposed to do?
I don't know. Be smart.
Put your detective hat on, buddy. We're here to solve a mystery.
Yeah, who murdered that dummy chick, right?
Not who murdered her, how they murdered her.
Did that tablet not explain it?
It listed her wounds, yes, but it didn't explain how they were inflicted.
Probably because it's so obvious.
But,
Oh,
Miss
yeah?
Amber, you didn't even read the tablet.
And I don't have to.
Okay.
Would you look at that?
Yep, that sounds like a gamer.
Underway.
Not reading the instructions before playing, that's a gamer.
Not reading the instructions before playing, then getting mad at the game for not having read the instructions.
Yep.
These guys are clearly confused. I need to stop them before they arrive at the wrong conclusion.
Oh gosh, do you hear that?
That fucking bumpin' music? Yeah, I do.
That's the sound of a non-stop debate approaching. During non-stop debates, your classmates will speak one after another without interruption.
Okay, this is a good thing to look at. And I'm glad that I
Indeed.
changed. I'm glad that I changed my my recording hotkeys before this, because this would have been a nightmare.
Indeed.
Fast forward. Okay. Circle bullets. I'm sure they'll be able to look at the controls at some point again.
Students may say things that contradict the truth. And it's your job to determine which statements must be broken in order to progress the trial. For your ammo, you have been armed with the truth bullets you gathered during the investigation. Truth bullets that are relevant to the debate will be loaded into your truth cylinder. Use the mouse to aim your
Reticle.
Reticle, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Your reticle and right-click to fire. You'll want to aim for words highlighted in gold. Those are the weak spots. A lie or contradiction may be hiding within a weak spot. Carefully compare your classmate's statements to the evidence you have gathered. And use the correct truth bullet to destroy the relevant weak spot. If things are flying by too fast, use the spacebar to concentrate. This will temporarily slow down time. Speaking of time, be sure to not to run out of it. That's an automatic game over. Not that someone of your caliber would ever fail. Anyway, press the F3 key to revisit these controls whenever you wish.
Good. Okay.
That's all for now. Don't jump to too many conclusions.
But that's what I'm good at.
Theorizing is what we do.
Oh my god. Holy shit. The UI
mystery was never about who
Indeed.
killed Kara, but how she died.
Is that true? Objection! It's obvious what the murder weapon was.
I didn't get a good look at the crime scene, but the body was pretty bloody.
And what could have spilt that blood besides that big scary gun?
Ah, that's right. There was a gun.
You hear that, liar man? She agrees.
Oh, Wolfgang's too much of a nice guy to tell her, what the hell are you thinking?
I'm loving Cassidy's voice actress.
Me too.
The loudest voices in the room aren't always the smartest, but they are the most energetic. Fortunately,
They are the most entertaining.
Unfortunately, unfortunately, an uninformed argument is never too difficult to shoot down.
The mystery was
I'm
never
pretty sure I
about
only have
who
one here,
killed
so.
Kara, but how she died.
Nice.
Is that true? Objection!
Speaking of which,
I didn't get a good look at the crime scene, but the body was pretty bloody.
Oh man.
Could have spilt that blood besides that big scary gun.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong. You were gonna say something,
Cassidy,
right?
can you stop butting in?
I'm so sorry for
Investigating
talking
the crime
over
scene to
the
begin
voice
with.
acting as as you were speeding her up.
But
But
it's okay.
what I was gonna say is that I've been watching other YouTubers play the prologue up to where we got, and I've seen the voice actors from this game who have YouTube accounts chime in the comments section and say, "Hey, I'm the voice actor of Kai Montiago here, and thank you for playing our game and such." And if any of them notice your video, oh, I will have a field day talking to them.
I think
Anyway.
Damon already said this, but I'll say it again. Cassidy, can you stop butting in? You barely investigated the crime scene to begin with.
Whoa, what? I searched that place from top to bottom.
All right, then tell me, how was a fully loaded assault rifle used as the murder weapon?
That's easy. It wasn't.
Oh, your
Obviously, the
hand
shooter
is...
reloaded their gun to full capacity.
Girl, your hand is clipping through the podium.
That's a little weird.
Any smart shooter could tell
Whoopsie-daisy.
you that. Right, Desmond?
Why are you bringing me into this?
And why'd you say my
The
name
victim
so
suffered multiple stab wounds
affectionately?
to the torso. If a gun was fired, not only should the body have had bullet wounds, but there would be shell casings from the fired bullets. We saw neither at the crime scene.
Details. If the gun didn't do that, chicken, what was the actual murder weapon?
actual murder weapon? That's obvious, dude. I kind of want to say this to see what happens.
Why not?
The ladder is the murder weapon?
Naturally, the killer made the victim walk under it. The victim was then immediately beset with fatal bad luck, and they died from a heart attack moments later.
Really?
Of course not. A ladder as the weapon? How absurd.
Even the kid is laughing at me.
So, is Toshiko a child or not? Is she not the same age as these folks?
My instincts tell me that she is the same age, she's just really short.
Okay.
I mean, well, to be honest, if it looks like a duck, it sounds like a duck, it's probably a duck, so she could just be a literal child.
Bloody knife. It's just so blatantly obvious. It was literally right next to the victim's body.
Also, we've never had a Danganronpa game where the wrong answers are voiced.
That's true, yeah.
Impressive.
I probably could have gone for those other options, but I don't want to lose the influence gauge, so...
Alright.
I only wanted to do the one ladder option because I had to.
Why so Cam's razor gotta ruin everything?
Everything.
Both the knife and the rifle were present at the crime scene, but only the knife was used.
Kind of weird choosing the inferior weapon.
Grace, you doing alright? No? Okay.
Nothing beats the sting of a sharp
Maybe
blade.
after the trial she'll wake up.
If the killer didn't use the rifle, why was it at the crime scene?
Maybe it came from inside the closet.
Don't see why you'd be storing a gun in a janitor's closet.
Man, I don't know. What if it's not even related to the murder?
Of course it's related. It's covered in blood.
Oh no. Everyone's starting to yell.
This debate is getting out of control fast. I need to say something. Y'all need to get used to yelling, man. I can't get over how good the UI is, dude.
Me neither.
To reiterate, both the rifle and the knife were next to the
We already have
victim's
one of
body.
those. Nice.
Yet they opted for the knife. Odd choice.
I bet that gun didn't even work. These days, it's all about aesthetics over effectiveness.
That's like your opinion, lady.
If the gun was broken, then the killer would have no reason to bring it with them. And yet, they did.
Watch it be for the aesthetic.
It's easy to assume the killer was the one holding the gun, but considering the details of the victim's death, I'm inclined to think otherwise. Okay, so it was my first idea.
To reiterate, both the rifle and the knife were next to the victim's body.
Yet they opted for the knife.
Good choice.
Opinion, lady.
Then the killer would
fuck.
have no
Ah,
reason
damn
to
it.
bring it with them. And yet-
Slippy fingers. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
And when you say your idea was correct, your idea that the killer didn't bring the gun?
Yes.
To reiterate,
Alright.
both the rifle
so
and the
my
knife
idea is to
were
shoot-
next to the victim's body.
Yet
Well-
they opted for the knife.
Actually,
Odd choice.
how do I check my truth bullets? F1. Okay. Okay, it doesn't say anything about her hands, so it doesn't matter. In fact, her hands are right here.
I bet that gun
Oh my
didn't
god,
even
the
work.
timer's still going down even when
These
we're
days,
checking the
it's all
truth
about
bullets.
aesthetics
That's
over
unfortunate.
effectiveness.
That's like you.
If the gun is broken, then
Nope.
are you out of it?
Crap.
That has nothing to do with anything.
Now I need to think this over.
To reiterate, both the rifle and the knife were next to the victim's body.
That's true. There's
Yet
no reason
they
to dispute
opted
that.
for the knife.
Good choice. I bet that gun didn't even work.
These days, it's all about aesthetics over effectiveness.
That's like.
Look, hey, lady. If the gun was broken,
Then the killer
What do
would
you
have
think?
no reason to bring it with them.
Try the tablet on that same statement. I don't know why the tablet. I mean, the game hasn't explained what the blue statements are yet, so I assume we're not supposed to shoot at them.
Yeah, true. I'll try the tablet on that one.
both the rifle and the knife were next to the victim's body. Yet they opted for the knife. Good choice. I bet that gun didn't even work. These days, all about aesthetics over effectiveness. That's like your opinion, lady.
If the gun was broken, then the killer.
Okay.
No, that's
Nice.
wrong.
All right. We're back in it.
Stop that thought right there. If we keep assuming the killer had the gun, we'll end up running in circles.
What? You think the killer was unarmed?
No, they were definitely armed. With a knife. The reason they didn't use a gun is probably because they never had it to begin with.
But then, who did?
Easy. The victim.
Whoa, the dummy had the gun?
If it wasn't the killer, it has to be her. She must have brought it to the closet. She was probably carrying it before the murder, but dropped it when the killer attacked her.
Oh, I guess that makes some sense.
Complete sense.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. Aren't you overlooking something?
Lawyer enters the frayer?
Huh?
The victim was stabbed from the front, meaning she could have seen the
Also-
killer coming, correct?
Notice how Wolfgang and Damon are on opposite sides.
Oh. I did not notice that.
If so, why didn't she shoot them?
A stealth attack! I bet the killer memorized her AI movements.
That girl must have been killed before she had the chance to defend herself.
That's not technically true. There's evidence of a struggle between the victim and the killer.
Specifically, evidence suggests the victim is having to fight back and taking a bite.
Aww.
I would say probably the victim's nails. That's my best guess.
Sounds good to me.
This is it.
Nice.
Nice.
We found dry blood under the victim's fingernails, which implies she was clawing at her attacker. Of course, no explanation is definitive without photo proof of the killer, but I'm confident this is what happened.
Why would you resort to scratching when you're carrying a gun?
Did something get in the way of her using it?
Wonder if that killer stole it from her.
She should have seen or heard him coming from the hallway at the very least.
Why do you think she was in the hallway?
That's where the fight happened, right?
I think you're getting ahead of yourself. How can we be sure the fight happened there?
maybe the fight started in the hallway, and after it ended, her body was dragged into the closet.
If that happened, shouldn't there have been streaks of blood on the floor? Or in the hallway?
Drag marks? Can't say I saw any.
It was merely a jest. No need to take it so seriously.
Instead of dragging the victim, what if the killer carried her? I don't know why they would want to do that, but it would explain the lack of drag marks.
But then, wouldn't the killer have been covered in
blood? Aye. It should have gotten everywhere. Those wounds were brutal. A few inches deep, I reckon. Carrying her would have done nothing to stop the blood flow.
Good point.
She was obviously killed in the closet. That's where the blood was?
Yes, you're right. I'm so sorry for derailing the conversation.
Moving on. That fight. The victim had the gun, but she was overpowered?
If she wanted to, she could have just, you know.
It doesn't make much sense, does it?
There must be something we're missing. Something that explains how the victim was overpowered. By dunking bleach on her head! I know I'm the only one who can figure that out.
No shot.
What?
Dumping bleach on her head? Holy shit.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty extreme.
Alright. I'll talk about agree points.
Thanks,
Took you long
Jimmy.
enough. During the last non-stop debate, you would have noticed that some of the phrases were blue.
And it threw me off. Thanks, game.
Bet you weren't expecting that, huh?
So fuck you.
Those phrases are called agree points. They are the counterpoint to weak spots. As the name would suggest, if an agree point aligns with the evidence you've gathered, you can use your truth bullets to prove it correct. Simply aim your reticle at it as you would with a weak spot and shoot. In your pursuit of the truth, you must be prepared to corroborate your classmates' testimonies. When it would be wise to do so, it's for you to figure out. Good luck!
And have fun.
Damn, everything about this is so good.
I know.
That slimy killer pulled a fast one and knocked the gun out of her hands.
By the sounds of it, those two did have a crazy tussle.
But she still carried a gun. So why didn't she shoot?
I bet that girl didn't even see them coming.
Maybe she thought the killer was her friend? I know I wouldn't hurt a friend.
Yeah, sure. Sure, buddy.
She tried clawing their eyes out.
Not a bad idea, Diva.
Why did the victim not shoot her attacker? Everyone's got a theory, but who has the actual answer?
That
I know.
slimy killer pulled a fast one and knocked the
But she still carried a gun. So why didn't she shoot?
I bet girl didn't even Appreciate the
Crap.
support, but you're not talking any sense, mate.
Now even the pirate is scolding me. What was I thinking?
He's a ship captain, not a pirate.
Pulled a fast one and knocked the gun out of her hands.
By the sounds of it, those two did have a crazy tussle.
But she still carried a gun. So why didn't she shoot?
I bet that girl didn't even see them coming.
Maybe she thought the killer was her friend? I know I wouldn't hurt a friend.
She tried clawing their eyes out.
Oh, I think it might be the tablet on the C part.
I hope so.
That
Because
slimy killer.
I can't think of anything else.
But she still carried a gun. So why didn't she shoot? I bet that girl
Didn't even
Got it.
Nice.
John actually has a point. The victim probably couldn't see what was going on. According to the tablet, she suffered chemical burns to the face and eyes. That sort of injury would have effectively blinded her.
Okay, so I think we were ahead of the game.
Clearly.
Also, inside the janitor's closet, there was a large empty bottle of bleach. That's probably the chemical that caused the burns.
Blinded? With bleach? That's horrible.
All that pain, yet she still managed to fight back?
She sure put up a struggle. Without a gun, I guess the next best thing was her hands.
So the killer was definitely the one who blinded her.
Indeed. Knowing she had a gun, he blinded her to make her less dangerous. Then, when he pinned her against the door and stabbed her, she tried to retaliate.
Until eventually dying from her wounds. Jeez, this is brutal. Couldn't they have toned down the violence?
In my murder game?
The past is in the past.
Not happening.
And we can't change that. All we can do is solve her untimely death, eh?
I mean, by the sounds of it, we've already figured it out, right?
No. Not yet.
Really?
Seriously?
But we've already discussed so much!
That's a Danganronpa line.
We know she was armed. We know she was blinded. We figured out how she died. How is this not a closed case?
Please understand, I'm proud of everyone's hard work so far. Because of you, we're one step closer to bringing the victim justice.
That sounds sus as hell.
This was never about the dummy.
However, we should think of this case like an equation. Knowing how it works is only half the struggle. Now we need to figure out why.
As in, the motive?
Bring up a fair point.
Mm-hmm. You're on the right track.
You're so gonna die next case. Like, there's no way. I mean, I know. There's a chance he could survive, but he's being so nice and so understanding and on top of everything.
I saw some other YouTubers speculate that he's being set up to be, since he was among our first companions in the beginning, that he's what would typically pass for a Naegi or a Hajime or a Shuichi, whereas we're the Tagami, and therefore Wolfgang's gonna be the antagonist of the game.
Oh,
but that's what other YouTubers are speculating. But come on, Danganronpa doesn't let nice, pure-hearted characters live. They just don't.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like the idea of this guy being the antagonist. That sounds kind of interesting.
It would be, but I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
You speak like we have any information on the killer. The man's a stock image. He doesn't even have a name. What are we supposed to ascertain from that? That he's a non-character?
Not every answer will be written down for you. Sometimes actions speak louder than...
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold the phone!
Oh, welcome back, Grace.
Welcome back, Grace.
Welcome back.
Grace?
Whoa, what? Since when was Grace back to normal?
Right now, Soybean. Watching you guys try to solve this mystery has been like watching a dumpster catch on fire. I guess all that smoke must have clouded your vision, 'cause there's a big-ass elephant in this room.
An elephant in the room?
Do you not get phrases?
That's giving us too much credit.
So the killer incapacitated that girl. She had a gun, it makes total sense. Problem is, you've yet to explain how he used the bleach.
And I was gonna get to that, Soybean.
I sort of assumed he spilled it on the victim.
Right. He just tipped the bottle over her.
That bottle is where the bleach came from, sure. But I doubt the bottle itself was involved in the murder. When we found it, it was neatly ordered on a shelf near the back of the closet. The gun and knife were just thrown on the floor. So it's weird this weapon was handled so differently.
Do you think the killer just poured the contents of that bottle into something else?
Sure, before the actual murder took place, I'd say.
And what is this something else?
That sprite is so cheeky. I love it.
Indeed.
Go on. Explain it before this dumpster turns molten.
She's really stubborn about this, but I get the point she's trying to make. Before we move on from the subject, we need to make sure its logic is completely sound. Alright then, let's put out this fire. Okay. If it's not the bucket,
if
my
the
name
original
isn't Noah.
bottle's been emptied, where'd the bleach go?
Into another bottle?
What about a container? There were a bunch in the closet.
I bet the killer had a secret water gun. So when the victim came in,
Okay. All right.
he squirted her in the eyes.
All right.
Hey, the ink vanishes when the battle's over.
Call the fire brigade, Grace.
Bro, Cassie's voice actress is killing it.
A secret water gun.
To inflict those chemical burns, the killer had to use something, but what?
Well,
If the original bottle's been emptied, where'd the bleach go? Into another bottle?
What about a
Gotcha.
Nice.
She's correct. The killer put the chemicals in a bucket.
Oh, I love this music.
Or, more specifically, the same
Indeed.
bucket we found at the crime scene. After all, it reeked of bleach.
It's so bumping.
If the killer didn't use it to transport bleach, what else did they use it for? Personal cleaning? I doubt it.
Okay, Damon. Be a smug asshole. See where it gets you.
Yo, that makes sense.
A broken clock is right twice a day.
Okay, cool. So, how'd the killer use that bucket to spill bleach in the victim's eyes?
Just throw it at him.
It would be a fairly heavy bucket, so it's unlikely he threw it on her.
Sorry, my bad.
She'd shoot him before he even had
I can
the
attest.
chance. Use your brain, mate.
Whenever I've mopped a floor and I've filled a bucket with water and pine sol, it's heavy.
I've never done that, so I don't have the experience. So
you will
course,
someday.
My apologies.
it's a good question. How was the killer able to get a hefty bucket of chemicals into the victim's eyes? Especially without her knowing. There must be some kind of clue missing here. Think, Damon, think.
Even if he did manage to splash her, the girl should have sustained intense facial burns. However, aside from her eyes, her face was relatively untouched.
Oh no, man. It was no. Her eyes weren't stabbed, so never mind.
Well, if you check the tablet, it said she had burns to the scalp, too.
Burns to the scalp? How does that work? Unless those chemicals came from above?
Or her head was dunked into the bucket. Above? Yes, that's right, above.
Did the killer somehow suspend the bucket in the air? Maybe there was a mechanism that made it tip over when someone entered the room.
The classic bucket over the door trick.
Where's this bucket supposed to be again?
Above. Which, well, could mean anything.
Was the killer hiding above the door frame?
There's no way they were up there. There's nothing for them to sit or hold on to. Not to mention, they couldn't have stabbed her from up there.
And if there's no place for the killer to sit, then there's no place for the bucket to sit.
Unless you take into account the size difference. The space above the entrance might not be able to support a person, but it could still support something as small as a bucket.
And that thing supporting the bucket?
Okay, the killer wanted two things, for the bucket to be above the victim and for it to spill on her when she entered the room. In other words, you needed to balance the bucket, but on what?
The knife? No shot. I want to see the wrong answer.
What?
Want to see the wrong answer for knife?
Yes.
Me too.
What does that weapon have to do with anything?
Messed up.
Dang it.
Not a super in-depth one. I kind of want to see the stepladder answer, but I'm pretty sure it's...
I got it.
I don't want to lose any more health.
I don't know how we overlooked this, but I've got it. The killer just balanced the bucket on the door.
Like in those water bucket pranks people film?
What? Like something you do, Kai?
Exactly. When the victim came into the room, she pushed open the door and caused the bucket to fall on her. This would make it so she couldn't shoot back or even get a chance to see her assailant. When the bucket hit the ground, it probably rolled away. That'd explain why we found it a couple feet from the victim.
That is a possibility, yes.
It sounds like the best conclusion.
There's just one problem. How was the killer able to reach that high? Unless they were abnormally tall, it'd be difficult to place something on top of that door.
Well, let's use that as our next point of discussion. How did the killer set up this trap?
The ladder! To balance the bucket on that door, the killer would need to reach pretty high. Was there anything at the crime scene? If I can answer that, it'll add further credibility to my theory. Yeah, dog.
This is it.
Ought to spell out everything for him.
Behind the closet door. The killer probably used that. After climbing it, they could position the bucket right on top of the door.
Figures.
My precious stepladder? You think the bad guy used my super duper obvious stepladder?
Oh my god, man.
Match point. Occam's razor.
Yes, it appears our killer didn't care much for subtlety. No matter how obvious it seems, it's the only answer that makes sense.
It was the only knickknack of its kind, too. If there's something else that killer could have used, it's escaping me.
I see. It makes sense with what we've got so far. But I'm not done yet. I still have one last question for you apes.
Please just leave us alone. Oh, I'm so tired.
Hey, don't be like that. Grace may be loud, but her questions have really helped our discussion.
That's why she's my favorite character.
Anyway, what was the killer doing when that bucket poured onto the girl's head?
He obviously didn't just stand there and observe.
I have to agree. They must have been hiding somewhere, waiting for her to arrive. Somewhere nearby, I'd presume. I mean, probably in the back of the janitor's closet.
Makes sense.
I mean, it's dark as hell in there.
I've got it. The killer was hiding in the back of the closet. If he was pressed up against the furthest shelf and facing the entrance, there'd be a diagonal path between him and his victim.
Bro, these developers poured their heart, their soul, their tears, their sweat, literally everything into this game.
I say diagonal because that's the only way you can make a direct charge forward. Also, when the victim entered the room, she would have been standing with her back to the hallway, right outside the killer's range. That's why the stab wounds were only made to her chest.
Creating the crime scene we found! Great job, guys! We're actually doing this!
That was the last mystery, right? We must have put everything together now.
Even if it's all fake, I feel really bad for this victim.
It's an ugly sight, but she's no victim.
Huh?
Well, technically she is, but let's be real. The girl was carrying a gun. She probably provoked the killer, and they killed her in self-defense. It's a clear-cut case of the hunter becoming the hunted, no?
That's no excuse.
What?
There's no justifying murder.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm getting antagonist vibes from Wolfgang now. Like, the way he's speaking, so matter of fact and so.
Killing a woman is the worst thing a man could do.
I don't know, man. It's giving off antagonist vibes.
You're
I
emanating
agree.
a sizable amount of emotional tension. Are you okay?
There's no excuse. There never was an excuse.
Oh, well,
28 stab wounds. No girl, no person should ever suffer Kara's fate.
Well, he's popped.
Wait, who's Kara?
It was the victim's name! Didn't anyone read the tablet?
Oh, he's losing it.
I agree with you, dude. But you don't have to shout out your point.
Oi, what's all this about? We've figured out the case. Stop trying to drag it on.
No. We're not finished here.
What are you? What? Wolfgang, we're done.
Huh?
We're done, bro.
There's no murder without a proper motive. We need to discuss why Kara died.
That's not part of our prerogative, dude.
I am not going this far for a fictional murder case.
Yeah, Winona, I'm with you.
We aren't looking for a murderer. We're looking for answers, which we have.
Do you turn in a half-finished exam, Winona? An essay without its conclusion?
Yeah, I think this guy might be the antagonist.
This isn't about efficiency. This is
I'm
about
here
being
for it.
right. Or do you, a supposed entrepreneur, not value integrity?
Damn!
What the hell?
Let's just talk about the motive. There's no harm in doing that, right?
Well, what was the motive? Was the killer fighting for their life? Or were they going out of their way to murder?
Maybe the gun freaked him out.
If I was in the killer's shoes, I'd definitely be nervous. Thing is, while acting out of self-defense is possible, since when does it look like this?
Yeah, 28 stab wounds is a bit excessive.
Given the severity, I'd liken it to a crime of passion.
Something done on impulse?
What if they were frightened? A spooky thing might have set them off big time.
To stab someone 28 times? Sure, sure.
That's wrong. There's no way this was done in self-defense.
Wolfgang, are you alright?
No matter what excuse the killer uses, it doesn't change the fact they have blood on their hands.
Oh, man.
Yo, bud. You seem a little pressed.
I'm liking the direction this is going.
Silence! I won't allow this!
I love this.
Wow, things are getting emotional.
I'll fucking say.
While you've only been using logical arguments to further the trial so far, now might be a good time to change your approach. Introducing the Pathos Mechanic! During non-stop debates, the emotionally charged commentary of your classmates will appear as purple text. These comments are called Pathos Statements. You can absorb these pathos statements by hovering over them with your reticle and pressing E or LT. The pathos statement will then be loaded into your truth cylinder. Find a weak spot that is directly contradicted by the pathos statement and fire. If successful, you will make a powerful emotional argument to counteract your opponents. Stay on the lookout for pathos statements. While you'll always be able to advance the trial using pure logic, emotional arguments can lead to some unique conversations.
Okay. Sure, I'm down.
This sounds like the thing where you would take another statement
Yeah.
and shoot it at another,
To kill
except
Kara
now they're
so
actually
easily
labeling
and
what
without
to absorb.
restraint. There is no way to justify this.
Take a chill pill, man.
You expect me to stay calm? This was the sadistic killing of one of humanity's brightest.
We shouldn't make a lot of assumptions about the killer's morals. This could have been self-defense.
You don't even know the damn killer. Just the crime scene they left behind.
This killer, dead or alive, deserves to be brought to justice!
But how can we do that? There's no reason to trust you if you have no proof.
How quick do I have
says
to be
the
with that?
ultimate liar.
Way too quick.
Was this murder justified, or was it truly unforgivable? I feel like I have an obligation to find the truth.
To kill Kara so easily and
Yo,
without restraint.
Wolfgang's voice actor is killing it.
Yep.
Take it chill pill, man. You expect me to stay calm? This was the sadistic killing of one of humanity's brightest. We shouldn't make a lot of assumptions about the killer's morals. This could have been self-defense. You don't even know the damn killer.
Just the crime scene they left behind.
This killer, dead or alive, deserves to be brought to justice!
But how can
we do that? There's no reason to
trust
Gimme
you
that.
Nice.
if you have no proof?
So says the ultimate liar.
Alright, so I'm gonna pop that, and I'm gonna shoot it at, Eva's last statement there. There's no reason to trust you. Yes, there is.
Sounds good to me.
To kill Kara so easily and without...
There is no way to justify this. Take it chill pill, man. You expect me to stay calm? This was the sadistic killing of one of humanity's brightest. We shouldn't make a lot of assumptions about the killer's morals. This could have been self-defense. You don't even know the damn killer. Just the crime scene they left behind. This killer, dead or alive, deserves to be brought to justice.
But how can we do that? There's no reason.
Gotcha.
Good job.
Nice.
Expertise shouldn't be overlooked here. If there's anyone to believe, it's the lawyer.
Say what?
Wolfgang has spent his life in the courtroom and on the crime scene. He'd understand the criminal mind in ways we can't possibly imagine. He was even emotionally invested in a murder case he'd never seen before. If his lawyer's intuition tells us that the killer was in the wrong, then we have no reason to disagree. We're all ultimates for a reason. We need to trust in talent.
Well spoken. If Wolfgang is adamant about the killer's intentions, we should have faith in him.
Yeah, Wolfgang's clearly trying his best for us. Let's trust in the lawyer and his bargain bin buddy.
Fuck you.
Hey! If it means going home, then new guy's convinced me.
Stop calling me that, man.
Right on! Team Wolfgang all the way!
Thank you all for your support.
Considering how much Wolfgang just kind of lost it, I don't know about this. If he can lose his mind on a dime like this, I don't know if he should be kept around,
Oliva,
but...
Do you still disagree?
Even
Plus,
if I did, it's not worth pursuing.
Plus what?
Plus, this seems like a cop-out. Just trust the lawyer because he's the ultimate lawyer. Is this how we're gonna get a wrong answer, and then the person in the speaker is gonna say, "Oh, you lost this case, so now you're stuck in the killing game"?
Well, I don't know.
Does this mean we're
We'll just
done
have to
here?
see. We'll just have to see.
Hey! We're disembodied voice! We've figured out your stupid case! Now let us leave!
Bruh.
Brother, come on!
Oh, you're finally done. In all honesty, I stopped paying attention a long time ago.
This dude's voice is so fucking... I don't know, man. Honestly, hear me out. Hear me out on this one, alright?
What? We only went through this case because of you.
Nothing to say, Net? Nothing to say? Okay.
Wait, hear you out what?
No, nothing.
Alright.
Just for my own benefit, why don't you summarize the information you've learned?
We get to make a comic book?
It'll be good practice.
Oh, good practice. Oh, that's not good. Practice?
Fine. I'll do as you ask. I'll present the truth.
We'll present the truth together.
You're so gonna die first.
Let's dig into it.
I hope we get free time events.
I'm pretty sure we will. Why, do you want to hang out with her?
Yeah, because I have her marked as my first killer.
Yeah. Okay, that's you.
Alright, it's time to bring this trial to an end. It's time for the closing argument. During closing argument, you must summarize the case from start to finish. Naturally, your medium will be a comic book. Naturally. What else could it be? Since the Glass has a relatively good understanding of the case, some parts of the comic are already complete. But it seems your peers have glossed over the smaller details, judging by those gaps in the story. To fill these gaps, you have been provided a collection of stock panels. Use the WASD keys to navigate your stock. Hover your mouse over the relevant gap and press the left key to insert the panel. Don't forget the Q and E keys. Those are how you flip between pages. By the way, gaps will reveal a hint if you hover over them. If you ever need to revisit this information, the control panel is one F3 key away. Now, stand up straight and fix that tie. We've got a case to close.
When I said hear me out, I was saying that because that guy has such a suave voice. I don't know. I'm enchanted.
Exactly.
Where did the killer hide? Okay. What was the victim carrying? Okay, I think we should move on to a new page here. Okay, I think we should move on to the next page here. Opening the door, yeah.
Makes sense.
What did the victim do when they were stabbed? Oh, hold on. Nope. The killer reached the door frame. Step ladder. They hid in the janitor's closet. You're carrying the assault rifle. Boom. And boom.
All right.
This is how it happened.
Here we go.
The victim was Kara Koshkinen, the ultimate teacher's aide.
Oh, hell yeah. The music.
Right before her death, she was wandering around the academy carrying a large assault rifle. That was probably when our unnamed killer, who was armed with a knife, spotted her.
And decided he'd put her to eternal rest.
Hey, we get other students chiming in. That's really
How about
nice.
that?
That's really nice.
I agree.
He slid inside that little janitor's closet, where he began hatching a deadly scheme.
Aye. They needed a way to surprise the victim, who was better armed.
Oh, it's amazing hearing other voices.
Yeah. And you know what's nice? I think what's going on here is Jean is the one who discussed like the bleach, who discussed how the victim wouldn't have been able to see. So the people who are discussing those topics are getting to explain their part of the story.
Wow. Beautiful work.
The killer grabbed a bottle of bleach from the closet and poured its contents into a bucket.
That's because they wanted to blind Kara by splashing the bleach in her eyes.
Sneaky little bastard.
Sneaky little bastard.
Beautiful.
But to do that, they would need to set a trap and catch the victim by surprise. The killer moved a stepladder behind the closet door and climbed up it to reach the door frame.
Correction, that's actually a ladder?
There, they carefully placed the bucket.
That way, when the victim opened the door, the bucket would empty its contents all over her.
After completing this setup, the killer retreated to the far end of the janitor's closet and waited for the victim's arrival. The killer could have made noise to attract the victim's attention. Either way, the victim tried to open the door.
And, the bleach splashed all over her. Her scalp, face, and eyes were severely burned.
Ouch, dude. Ouch! Ouchie mama!
Oh, Jet.
The killer leapt from his hiding place and began viciously attacking Kara. In his fit of rage and cruelty, he stabbed her from the front 28 times.
While being stabbed, the victim tried to fight back by clawing at the killer. This left the dried blood under her fingernails. However, it didn't deter the killer, and the victim eventually died.
At present, we don't have enough information to reveal the killer's true identity, but their actions haven't been forgotten. That is the truth behind this case.
Perhaps in the future we
Are you
will find a
satisfied?
character with scratch marks on their neck.
Well,
be on the lookout for that.
I've been pretty observant so far, so I'm sure I'll notice it.
Indeed.
Well, are you set, Jet? Jet,
I was thinking that too.
You want to take off that costume? Well, are you satisfied?
A measly 3 acts. Poor horse would be beside himself.
Okay, all right.
Who the hell is...
No one cares! We've done your end of the bargain. Now let us out already!
That is what I promised, isn't it? All right, I'll let you leave this room.
This room?
But before I do, may I be frank with you all for a second?
Frank? Frank saw it?
This entire time I've been hiding behind a speaker, afraid to show my face. My heart tells me you'll react cruelly to it. However, my head, it raises a compelling argument.
The fuck does that mean?
Who cares what others think? Shouldn't I get to have a little fun once in a while? Yes. Let's do away with these silly boundaries already. It's time we meet face to face.
Face to face?
What was that all about?
Everybody, look over there!
Time to meet our mascot for the game.
Holy shit. That is an
Oh
awesome
my.
design.
Indeed.
Toss away those pickaxes, peasants! The walls have finally crumbled.
Oh my god.
What will you do now that you've reached the other side? Will you treasure this new land? Serve it? Or will you set it ablaze? Well, peasants, have you made your choice?
Yo, what the fuck is going on?
Fuck!
Beautiful.
Oh, that's that line delivery was fucking amazing.
Indeed.
This person, his voice.
Are you the speaker guy?
Speaker guy? No. You don't address your superiors like that.
Oh my god. His voice. It's so deep.
Within the halls of this academy, you'll refer to me by one name, and one name only. His Highness, the great and powerful Tozu, host of the Killing Game!
Oh man. Killing game? Oh, he's right behind us. Isn't that nice?
And he's not a mascot, he's a person with a mask.
Yeah.
Or you can call me Tozu for Wait, what?
Yeah, that's a little typo.
Okay, let's try something. Let's try saving the game and maybe reloading it, and maybe they'll correct it.
Hey, what do you mean killing game?
The show must go on.
There we go. Alright. Did you really think the story would end once we reached the climax of this case?
What do you bet this is our killer of case 0? I mean, it seems kind of obvious, but he's the teacher. The ultimate teacher's aide gets news of this, tries to kill the teacher. It backfires on her.
Your guess is as good as mine. It's it's as good a guess as any. Quite the contrary. This is only the beginning.
That's...
Of what?
Why the long face?
Isn't it obvious? You, my dear subordinates,
My blood is rushing!
are going to kill each other.
That's not...
Come on.
That's not funny.
But then...
But you said we could go home if we solved the mystery.
I gave you peasants an incentive. It's not my fault you took it the wrong way.
What?
What are you talking about? You lied to us!
Rubbish.
Lied? Oh, no, absolutely not. I'm a fair man. A man sworn to the truth. And if I recall correctly... Should you all agree on the right answer, you'll be free to leave this place. That is what I promised, isn't it? Alright, I'll let you leave this room. I specifically said you could leave this room, not go home.
Ah, fuck you.
You
sneaky son of a bitch!
Not okay!
You're full of shit, man!
There you go, losing control of your voice. That's how you know you've lost the argument. Logic is a cowardly thing like that. It'll jump ship the moment it's confronted with a challenge.
He didn't lie, did he? He said he never lies. So when he said this was Eden's Garden Academy? Bullshit! What am I doing believing someone like him? There's no way around it. He's lying.
Dude!
Hey, why didn't you tell us about your dumb game sooner?
And watch you peasants run away?
Pathetic.
I can't host a game without any contestants.
Please don't.
Please don't do this.
I just want to go home.
I want to be with my family. Please, just let me go home.
There's no need to worry.
There's no need to cry, Miss Tolna. We're all civilized here. No one is going to kill simply because they've been ordered to.
What's this? The peasant has a rebuttal.
Let's see.
A match between unprepared, unfit players. You could hardly call that a match. In much the same way, this game you've proposed, a killing game between students who don't have the heart to kill.
Nonsense.
Do you seriously think we'll abandon our morals so quickly?
Hey!
Yeah, that's totally right. We're like super boring people. We don't have what it takes to do something like this.
Indeed.
My heart is terribly soft, softer than the most delicate piece of mochi. When I see a fly in the room, I catch the poor deer in a jar and I return her to her nature.
I would never.
My mochi heart would melt otherwise.
I see.
I see. That's your argument, is it?
How interesting.
So, what has you so convinced?
What do you mean?
What makes you think the people in this room lack the heart to kill? Do you even know anything about them, besides their names and ultimate talents?
Pathetic!
If you do, then tell me, regarding killing, where do they stand? Are they okay with murder if it's for the greater good? Are they okay with murder if it guarantees their survival? Is where they currently stand on the issue the same as where they're willing to stand? Go on. You've had a couple of hours to get to know everyone. That's plenty of time to learn their life stories, right? Should I take that as a no? Goodness, what a surprise.
Plot twist!
Not! You wouldn't be here, all dressed up in that fancy suit, if you were so naive.
Such a spoilsport.
Oh, and one more thing. That trial you just did, that was your preparation for the killing game.
Get out.
How? All you did was make us play detective.
Plot twist!
Plot twist, and for good reason. If one of you is killed, the remaining students will participate in the true class trial. Your objective here is simple. Uncover the culprit, if you can. Using evidence you've gathered during the investigation, you will argue who you believe committed the murder. The result will be decided by popular vote, and if you choose the right person, they alone will be executed and the killing game will continue. However, if you choose the wrong person,
The wrong one!
the guilty party will be set free, and the rest of you will be executed instead. Those are the rules of the game. Everyone understand? will be executed? That's not fair!
Isn't this lovely?
Really? I think it's one of our most beautiful rules. Everyone has an incentive to participate in the game, innocent or otherwise.
What's happening?
That's insane. You're treating us like pigs to slaughter.
Such disrespect.
Such disrespect. Nonsense. All of you have the chance to survive this game. Do you think the common butcher is so merciful?
Mm-hmm.
By the way, if no guilty party ever escapes, the killing game will end when there are only 2 students left. You may want to remember that, or maybe you don't care. It depends on what kind of person you are.
Out of the 16 people here, only 2 would be allowed to survive?
No shot.
No shot. 2 people. That's hardly better than if someone gets away with murder.
Well done.
I know! That's what makes it so funny! Most of you will die, no matter what. And yet, with every passing trial, you'll all cling to life more desperately.
The show must go on.
And that exact mindset is what causes more murders to happen. Aren't these rules simply brilliant? A perfect test of the limits of human compassion.
Excellent voice acting.
I have an appetite.
Thanks.
For destruction.
I have an appetite for destruction. I can't wait to see all of you in action.
The madman's loud, tinnitus-inducing laughter was suddenly cut off by a well-timed strike from behind. Oh no. Grace!
I've said it a million times,
Grace!
you fucking mutt! I want nothing to do with this stupid game!
Grace, don't die, please!
Ow, ow, ow,
Well...
ow, stop it!
Since you've made it
was
clear
nice.
you won't listen to reason, I'll just make sure you have no arms to kill with!
Do you even listen to when I talk? I'm not the one doing the killing. It's you lot who are...
Grace drove her fist directly into his stomach. She followed it with another blow, and another, and when it looked like she wasn't going to be satisfied until he was dead, I saw it. From out of nowhere, a tiny dot appeared on Grace's face. Fuck, no!
Hey! Stop already!
Damn
There's
it.
a...
Well,
But before
it
we
was
can do
nice knowing you,
anything-
girl.
Fuck!
Always gotta have someone to be made an example of.
Fuck! The sound of a gunshot echoed in our ears.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright.
Grace released the man from her grip. Spotless, she moved her hand to her cheek, which had been nicked by the stray bullet. Oh, wow. Holy shit. Who the fuck?
Hello, next-gen Mukuro.
Huh. We all looked in the direction the shot came from. Mukuro Ikosaba, the 16th student, hidden somewhere deep within the school. The one they call the Ultimate Despair. Watch out for her. We all looked in the direction the shot came from. The shooter stood silently by the pillar, a trail of smoke rising from the mouth of her rifle. Her mask. The design was a panther instead of a goat, but it was clear that she was working with him.
You shot at her.
For real?
This is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them. Everyone slowly backed away from Tozu.
And that's another reference.
Suddenly fearful for their lives.
What a shocking and unnecessary display of violence.
You think?
I was talking about the golfer woman. Well, now that you've become acquainted with our enforcer, Mara Jade? If any of you kids try to jeopardize the killing game, such as by attacking me, she'll be there to put an end to your shenanigans.
Pardon me.
Even though she misses her shots? Damn!
That was just a warning! I assure you, it'd be unwise to further test her sharpshooting ability.
In any case...
Regardless, I finally have an answer to your previous question.
Huh?
You asked me if I knew anything about my friends besides their names and talents.
No matter.
Truthfully, I don't. But I'll continue to trust him as if I do, because they're ultimates. Huh? They are charged with the betterment of society. They've proven themselves to be above simple acts of self-interest.
We will not succumb!
We will not succumb, even if you trap us, fire guns at us, and force us to endure farcical courtroom procedures. He's right. Grace is trying to compose herself, still clearly shocked by her run-in with death.
Don't test me.
No matter how weird these guys are, they're talented. Do you really think an ultimate will fall for this bullshit? That's right. My friends and I have too much to live for and too much to achieve. We won't throw that all away for your killing game.
Don't get it mixed up.
We're all gonna escape. We have to.
One by one, the students raised their voices in solidarity with Wolfgang, and he's gonna die. I think. I don't know. All of them were so confident in what they were saying, so willing to blindly put their faith in each other. And for some reason, it made me sick.
My.
Oh man, it's so weird to be... It's so weird to have the player who's not all about teamwork be the player character.
Never underestimate the strength of human connection. I am quite familiar with this idea.
Hi. What kind of captain would I be if I can't even handle a small crew of 15? What is this horrible feeling of contempt? Why do I feel this way when everyone else seems so hopeful? The voice inside me was answered by another.
No.
Of course.
Yep.
You've got it all wrong.
The students turned their attention towards Eva, surprised by her words. Huh?
Do you actually believe no one here will try to kill? You're really naive. I don't know how you made it as a lawyer.
Damn! Well, instead of resorting to random ad hominem attacks, why don't you explain your reasoning?
It's the truth.
It's obvious. Compared to normal people, ultimates are more prone to killing, not less. Living with constant praise from the public has ruined our sense of self. If you need examples, just look around the room.
What a joke.
Excuse me? Was that aimed right at me?
Oh, my ears!
Look.
Sorry, man. In the outside world, ultimates will do anything to further their own goals. The same is probably true here. Once you realize your dreams can only be achieved if you escape, you'll resort to murder.
Can't you see?
If you continue to convince all these people to trust each other, they'll only be more vulnerable. Unless that was your plan all along. Is it possible you want to make everyone vulnerable? So that it will be easier for you to kill them?
That's
enough.
Suddenly, Ingrid stepped in front of Wolfgang protectively.
Wolf has done nothing wrong. He's given all of us a vote of confidence.
Yeah, it's something we all needed.
Please.
So stop trying to turn us against each other, please.
The horrible feeling grew stronger as the other students admonished Eva. It grew stronger and stronger, and I knew I had to say something. Eva's right.
Huh?
No!
Demon, not you too.
I know.
Look, I get it. You want to make the situation less scary for everyone. But Eva made a good point. All of us have a clear motivation to leave this place, even at the cost of other people's lives. Whether it's to see our families again, or for the sake of our talents.
Don't say that!
No, I would never kill anybody.
That's not it.
Diana, you yourself admitted you had too much to achieve. Don't you see how that's playing into the masked man's hands? This whole we're all ultimates thing is pretty inane anyways. After meeting all of you,
here we go.
it's clear none of us have the same goals.
Hold on.
What are you insinuating? Don't we all carry the same obligation to improve the world we live in? His question angered me more than anything that had been said before. I could no longer suppress my true feelings.
That's wrong.
Look, the title barely means shit nowadays, alright? Most ultimates are just dullards obsessing over some pointless hobby. Their talents don't contribute anything of worth. The only
Oh
thing
my
those
god,
people
he's on
love
tilt.
is leeching off public attention for their own goals. Ouch.
You've got to be kidding me.
Running a business that feeds millions is pointless?
No.
Some of you are an exception, obviously. But come on, there's no way the rest of you can improve the world we live in with your niche fixations.
That was very...
Don't you mean the rest of us? You're an ultimate too.
Yeah, what the hell makes you so special? I could feel their words worming their way in my soul. What makes you so special? Well, I can actually achieve many things with my talent. I can argue policy, consider ethics and morality.
Yeah.
Better yet, I was the one who got you guys through that trial.
Really?
Is that really what happened? I remember all of us helping out.
Shrimp? Yo, I see what's going on. You think you're better than us just because you can say words nobody understands? Well, that kind of stuff is relative. Like, tell me what a dragster is. Do you know?
Watch your step, lest you trip and fall from the unparalleled heights of your vanity.
Not good enough.
I'm disappointed in you. How are you so concerned about making yourself look good when we're in the middle of a death game?
The hell?
Wait, I wasn't trying to... It was no use. They turned against me, hurling obscenities, scowling, or simply shaking their heads.
Isn't this lovely?
Phew! Do I sense anger? Hatred? An unquenchable sense of bloodthirst? Well, save that for later. I'm the only person who can spill blood in the courtroom.
Mm-hmm.
The elevator will take you back to the killing game arena. We've cleaned up the crime scene and prepared a dorm room for each of you.
Get lost.
Thanks. Now can you get lost?
Good evening.
Okay!
He returned to his podium with a masked woman trailing closely behind. The bizarre mechanism that brought him into the room lowered the two of them into the ground and out of sight. Kai. Well... Yeah.
Hey.
Still, we're not gonna kill anyone, right, guys? No matter what happens, we're all gonna make it out of here, okay?
Dead.
Eva, you started this. This is your fault. This is your fault, Eva. We could have been
continued
like...
it.
We could have been like, you know... Let's keep in mind who the real enemy here is. Tozu. Nope. Eva's like, fuck y'all, you can't trust anyone. Which, yeah, I get to a certain degree, but come on.
And Damon didn't, and Damon made it worse.
It was only when the madman had left that reality... It was only when the madman had left that reality truly began to set in. I'm trapped in a killing game, with people who despise me.
You turned them against you.
How did this happen? I'm gonna play devil's advocate. He's had a rough day.
How did this happen? Gee, I told everyone that their talents were just niche obsession hobbies. Why do they hate me?
I just wanted to help. I wanted to make sure we didn't trust each other too easily. Yeah, by telling people that they suck?
This is how you became the ultimate debater? Bro, you couldn't swing a hammock. I'm sorry, sway a hammock. There we go.
And now I'm being treated by like the bad guy because you are, man. You did this to yourself. Will these people practice what they preach? Will they really refuse to kill? Not after this. I can't trust anyone here, and it's your fault. For better, for worse, it's me versus them. Yes, because you made it this way.
It didn't have to be.
So cute, the beginning of the end. The beginning of an unfathomable nightmare, an unrelenting despair. Despair, you say? The beginning of the killing game. Yo, That was an excellent prologue.
Oh, shivers! That we got to meet Tozu, I guess the host of the killing game. Now, is he also the mastermind? He's what passes for the Monokuma, but man, what if Mara usurps him? There's so much that could happen. And there's got to be other enforcers besides Mara. Like, there were other people in the paintings with masks.
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh?
Okay, Ram and the Panther. And the Panther, sorry.
Alright, the intro to the game. Holy shit, this cinematic!
I know!
Shadowing the leaves! Oh!
Holy
The
shit!
lighting, the detail.
Holy shit, man!
God, all this effort into it's just an opening, y'all.
It's just an opening cutscene.
Yeah. Nice.
Owl.
Alligator? Snake? No, it's chameleon. Dang it. Yeah, you noticed the animal motifs before I did.
Apple. Ah.
Again, Eden's Garden. Ha 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 ha.
Yep, the bunny, dragon, spider. I don't believe we saw a spider painting, but I could be wrong.
We did see spider webs on her leggings, though.
Yeah.
God damn.
Holy shit! Holy fucking shit! Oh my god!
Y'all did not have to go this far out.
Holy shit! The music too, man.
Indeed.
What the hell?
Wow.
This is gonna be a good game.
Mm-hmm.
Chapter 1, Beneath the Veil of Hypocrisy. I would love to
get
continue.
into that next time.
I would love to continue, but I'm really tired.
Certainly, we gotta save some for next time. After all, this is the only chapter we have left.
We gotta savor this shit.
Exactly.
And from what I've heard, it looks like the next chapter, it might only come out like it might come out like 2 years from now, which is not a prospect that I love, but if it's gonna be as good as the prologue was and as good as chapter 1 is probably gonna be, then I guess I'm on board to wait.
Of course, and let's just hope that the crew stays intact through all these years.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. That opening cinematic was fucking incredible.
Indeed.
That was crazy. Wow.
Oh, I can't wait for you to work on uploading all of this to YouTube, and oh my god, I hope people who worked on this notice your work. and I hope they like our voice acting.
If they don't enjoy your Tozu voice acting, then they're frauds.
They won't enjoy my mic quality, that's for sure.
Your mic quality isn't that bad.
Thanks, but it's nowhere near as good as yours.
That's fair, but you don't gotta up boost me to take down yourself. All right, well, we're gonna get into chapter 1 next time. Holy shit, I'm so excited.
Me too.
Ooh. That was wonderful.
Good night, everyone.
Special thanks to these YouTube members: Mighty Gamer 329, Emerald Crows, Denonak LP.